log decrement experiment, which is our TYBSc experiment of University of Mumbai. So here in this experiment, we will try to find the decrement, log decrement of a oscillation of a pendulum. Okay. So if you see here we are having a setup which is having a laser. This is a scale, and here we are having a pendulum. So in this we are using a concept of lamp and scale arrangement, in which we are bombarding a beam of light on a mirror which is fitted on a pendulum. So when the pendulum oscillates, the spot will oscillate on the scale. Okay, so in that case, in that sense, we try to measure the amplitude of the oscillation. So amplitude of the oscillations can be measured. So that is the entire setup of the experiment. It looks like very simple, but it's very complicated because of it's very sensitive to vibration. So even if you touch the table, and touching of the table also introduces some type of oscillations. And if you are doing this experiment, if someone walks through it, then also it gets vibrations. Okay, so we have to minimize the vibrations by many means. So if you keep this table in isolated place and try to remove that all the error which are happening inside it, then only we can perform this experiment. This is very sensitive to the vibrations. Okay, so you can see here we have started with less vibrations, but automatically it has increased. So you have to take this in an entire experiment if possible in vacuum. Okay, so in vacuum there will be very less because of air disturbance. Okay, and no one should walk inside that tree, all that things. Table vibrations also has to be removed. So all that things in the lab is not possible. So we are taking some errors. So we can eliminate that with some logic here. So how to start with this experiment? We'll just start with oscillating. Okay, so we oscillate it with some amplitude. Okay, and we have to leave it. So what has happened now? So when we have started, so at the start you have to take the oscillation. Suppose I have started. If you look here, it's around. Okay, I am starting from here. It's around 18. Okay, so it's around 18 from this side. So I have started. Okay, I have taken now. So it's from 15, 12.5. So my initial amplitude is 12.5. So at every passing interval, means at left hand side is coming. So this is my first oscillation. So I have taken the reading 12.5 here. Now what has happened? It has moved that side, second, and then it has come again here in this position. So first, second, third oscillation. So when it's oscillating, we will take the corresponding oscillations on either of the sides. So you can take on left hand side, or you can take on right hand side, or we can take on both the sides and find the mean. You are allowed to do that. So first oscillation, then there is second amplitude, third amplitude, fourth amplitude, fifth amplitude, and so on. So this will be continuum. So we have started with 12.5. So how to go with the experiment? First, you have to take the initial reading. So it was 12.5. Okay, and that 12.5 is my first amplitude. Okay, suppose we have taken 12.5. So the half of, then at every interval or at every amplitude, suppose second amplitude, you have to take A2. Suppose A1 is my initial amplitude, A2 is the second amplitude, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, and so on. So you have to take at least 20 readings. So I will take 20 readings. Then after taking 20 amplitude, you have to stop at that time, but you don't have to stop your stopwatch. So my stopwatch will be continuum till what time? Till it becomes half. So till it becomes half of the amplitude, my stopwatch will continuously run. So it will take lots of time. It will take more than 1000 seconds, or it's up to the instrument. So when it becomes half, means it's 12.5 we have started. So half of 12.5 is around 6.125. So if it comes around 6.12, 6.113, okay, so I will stop my stopwatch at that position, and then again you will take the readings again as we have taken in the initial part. Okay, so first we have taken 20 readings of our amplitude. Okay, then we have reduced the amplitude to the half. and then again we have taken 20 oscillations, 20 amplitude again. So you will get two set of reading. In one set you will have 20 oscillations amplitude, okay, 20 amplitude, and then you will again have 20 or 20 amplitude, okay, 20 readings of amplitude, and then we will try to find with the help of formula. So the formula and all things are given, and with the help of that formula and calculation, we have to do the calculations, and before calculations we also want to have the number of oscillations, the time period of oscillation. So that is the first part which we have taken. What is the first part? We have started with the 12, suppose 12.5 amplitude, okay, we have to take 20, and then at the same time we have to start the stopwatch also. So stopwatch and this oscillation we have started at once. Then we have taken the reading for 20 amplitude, okay. After taking the reading for 20 amplitude, we have to wait till, we don't have to stop the stopwatch. Why? Because we have to wait till its amplitude become half. So earlier if it was around 12.5, now when it becomes 6.125, so when it becomes half, so 6.125, then we have to stop the stopwatch. So till that we don't have to stop the stopwatch, and when it is, as soon as it becomes 6.125, then we have to take again 20 reading. So this completes one part, okay. So with completion of one part, then we have to go to the second part. In second part it's very simple. You have to give the oscillation, and at every interval 10 oscillation, at every 10 oscillation, after every 10 oscillation you have to take the reading. Suppose it has become half, we have taken 20 oscillations, okay. The first part is completed. Then I will reset it. After resetting it, we will oscillate it again. We will set it into oscillation, okay. It has started oscillating. So when it started oscillating, we will note down I will start the timer, stopwatch, okay. So at every 10 oscillations, suppose I have started from this point. So it is coming here, going there, that is one oscillation. Coming here, going there, second oscillation. So at every 10 oscillations, if it is 10 oscillation, take the time, 20 oscillation, 30 oscillation, 40 oscillation, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 10, and then 100. So up to 10 readings you will take again. So it's a lengthy experiment, very precise, you have to be very, very precise. And if you miss any one of this in between reading, then you have to take again the entire part. So remember that you have to be very, very careful while performing the experiment. And with the help of this all the readings, we'll plot a graph, and then with the calculation and the graph, we will try to find the log decrement of the given experiment. That's it.